I'm quite impressed by both these players at the moment. I mean, noaction obviously a lot faster, but no deaths from VeGiTO at the moment, and this is not the easiest map. So
VeGiTO was having a bit of a pool party there. I'm not sure if he's trying to impress LoSaH, who's probably watching along, also in the playoffs. Oh, noaction falling from the top, losing 80 HP. I don't even know if he can get back. He can't.
no.
Yeah.
Around that, and he's failed it.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't sure if he could get back or not. Definitely didn't look like it, and so even though he survived with 17 HP, he yeah, had to hit the suicide key. Let's take a look at that once again on the instant replay. And what happened then, Nin?
Yeah, VeGiTO died at the exact same spot, but he actually did it all right. He was just a little bit too slow, so he dodged, and the platform went away just underneath his feet before he landed.
I guess the map advantage going back to noaction here.
Ooh,
especially with that.
VeGiTO.
And he throws out a ha 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 into the chat. Laughing at himself, I guess? Oh! Or maybe laughing at noaction, who's also taken a death.
The hardest 5 maps in the map pool were always going to be a challenge for VeGiTO. VeGiTO is from the normal weapons, CTF community. And
noaction again, falling from the top. The same mistake over and over again. He's got that part worked out. Doing a pretty long jump. And then just getting a glitch on the corner of the pole. And VeGiTO as well. Once again, the tables have turned. noaction taking the lead again.
Ramping up the difficulty in this round of 16. And, you know, we're kind of setting the standard for Division 3 skill level with these maps. And so it is going to catch people out.
Yes, they have probably all played Cups before in different game types. But it's a different can of, or I guess, different gravy when it comes to BT, as we see noaction taking his first cap. One little mistake, one movement error can cause you to die and lose the map.
It does make the dodges time.
Much better strat there than noaction. noaction seems to just walk over the corner of the edges while BT-TempleEscape just jumps over the gap, which is definitely a safer strat and probably even quicker too.
Yeah, no, indeed, and that is the way that he did it the first time as well. Unfortunately, he was just a little bit too slow, but this time, yeah, made it and equalizes. noaction coming up for his second cap now. He's past the really difficult stage, unless he craters here. Does not. So,
have we ever seen anyone crater on these boxes?
I have done it myself once.
You're just testing whether it actually works or not, whether you get cratered or not. That's the dedication we like to see from the admin team. Thanks very much, and appreciate it. Oh, and BT-Nader taking a death, and I fear that this one is going to cost him the match. noaction at the last place he can die, but no, he seems to have mastered the end part. I like his little side jumps there. That's a nice little strat there. I guess that's an adaptation from the CTF community, making jumps easier for themselves by jumping sideways.
Possibly not one I've heard of before, but yeah.
There we have it. noaction taking this first map 3-1. All right, 3 seconds to go, and we are underway for map 2 here. noaction here, taking quite a commanding lead.
Yeah, no, indeed, that's certainly the approach I take to cut matches anyway.
And both players at the same time, taking a death in different spots. Wow, so a reset essentially 2 minutes into the map.
Yeah, well, he does actually, he uses the walk key a lot, but the thing is, like, obviously you can't use it on the edges of platforms, and he'll kind of hold it to an edge, and that doesn't really work. You kind of have to then run to line yourself up.
noaction in the same spot once again.
Twice in the same spot, but we know it's a tough map.
Just get those stable caps in, nice and slow, but yeah, proving too difficult for him right now.
Yeah, he kind of just fell down from one of the higher platforms. Appears to be chilling and just reading some of the map info now.
Here we go. noaction at the same part where he's died twice to this point, and he's died a third time.
Yeah, VeGiTO almost getting crushed by the door there, but he's slowly making his way through. And we've got noaction coming up again.
Back to the same spot, and he's died again. I think, Null, if you're watching along at home, it's time to boot up After Effects and start importing these clips, because it's going to take you all night to put together a highlights package of all of noaction's death in that one room. But let's see. noaction approaching his favorite dodge in the map, and he's made it. noaction pulling it out when it's needed. Beautiful stuff there by the man from Germany. Luckily for him, his opponent VeGiTO I don't know, hasn't really made it past the 4th room yet. Struggling a lot. No action with his first cap, which will be more than enough, I think, in this game to take it. I mean, no, we appreciate him joining up as we have 6 seconds left here. No action is going to be taking the match 2-0 of the best of 3. Huge congratulations to him, who's going to be going through to the quarterfinals. I guess this is quite an interesting matchup here. LoSaH, very strong player, against BenooB, who I think has played some BT in the past, similar to his wife, Baby Arch, but I guess not a main in this game type, probably more as well, an other game type of player. We're seeing BenooB taking actually quite a small lead here, not going for the shortcut at the start.
I don't even really know what the shortcut is. I don't think many people are aware of it.
As LoSaH falls, and that's going to cost him a lot of time there. But we're seeing BenooB here, getting to the flag room, going to be capping a 253, it seems, 252 even, and that's more than enough.
See, I didn't even know that, so there you go. Going for the wrong flag.
LoSaH going for the wrong flag, costing him an extra couple of seconds. 3:43 first cap time, about a minute off BenooB. Yeah, BenooB taking quite a commanding lead here so far.
Yeah, I think...
Ooh. And extending that lead even further there.
Currently 0 deaths from BenooB, which is impressive so far. Only 1 from LoSaH, but obviously it happened kind of early in the map, so it wasn't too costly, but he's made a couple of fails as well, which has put him, I don't know, what do we think, about a minute behind?
Yeah, I'd say at least a minute. He's probably around halfway through the map. There's it's a surprise to not see them, you know, especially LoSaH now, knowing that he's behind, not really rushing, I guess. He's still taking it very safe, not losing any HP anywhere. And also reverse dodging up here, which I don't think is the correct strat. I think you want to be just doing a regular dodge there, not reverse dodging. And he reverse dodges again, and it's costing him, and he's flicking his mouse around. LoSaH, I guess he's choking under pressure here. Let's take a look at that. Why is he reverse dodging everything? Is this some next level strat that I'm not aware of?
Shakier than I was anticipating. You know, like you said before we started this map, he kind of just crept out of the group stages, and I guess, you know, for some players that's what inactivity does to you.
And one last dodge, and looks like this map is going to be going to BenooB with a 3 minute and 2 second cap here, and 1-0. It's not looking good for LoSaH at this point.
Yeah, no, indeed. I mean, and Basic is, you know, it's a new map, right? Null has only created this, I think, what, about half a year ago, maybe, or maybe even less than that. And so, you know, if LoSaH was relying on map knowledge from previous CB Cups, he certainly can't be doing that on this map. Yeah, and he seems to be indicating in the chat that he said he's going to quickly check my guide on how to cap this.
3, 2, 1, and we are in the game. Of how quickly can LoSaH learn the map? He's at the disadvantage by the fact that BenooB does indeed know the map. And let's see, he's got the flag and gets his first cap in.
Oh, BenooB just coming up to this hard part again. He's missed a shot there.
Is he going to be able to make it? No. And that's another death there for BenooB. See if he gets it this time. Oh, almost bangs his head on the side there, but does make it through this time. So pretty much locking himself up his second cap here for BenooB. The question is, are we going to see a third cap here? We, I believe, only have 2 and a bit minutes left on the clock, so enough time for BenooB to get another cap in. But if he's making mistakes like he's done previously, it's going to be a race against time. And I think BenooB has been playing for probably 10 years or 20 years at this point, so it's, yeah. There are no more comments about LoSaH here.
All I can say is, LoSaH, thank you for participating and playing. It was good to see, you know, a player from the old school days make a return for this cup, and unlucky dude. Really looking forward to this matchup. For me, the most anticipated matchup of tonight. So
absolutely, this is Division 3, the round of 8, and the last match that we'll be seeing from the round of 8. And like you said, an absolutely hyped matchup. It's going to be, I think, a very high-skilled game.
I think even just today, you know, he got in like 3 to 4 hours of practice on his stream. I'm not sure LockPick's done the same. I think he's actually been out there enjoying some of the nice weather today. But what I would say is that I think LockPick generally has been practicing quite a bit in preparation for the Cup. But this could absolutely go to a decider. I think it will.
Awesome. I think we're ready to get into the action. Let's give the sign to these guys to ready up.
My prediction is I think both these players will win their own map. So Basic picked by VeGiTO and Contaminant picked by LockPick. I think they'll win their map picks and it will go through to a decider.
So here we go. Curious to see which of these two players is the faster one. So far, both keeping neck and neck with each other. So this is much more what we're, I guess, expecting to see. Although LockPick struggling to get up this jump. Does he not realize the middle is higher? What's wrong with LockPick here? He hasn't figured out basic geometry. VeGiTO taking the lead early in this map. And VeGiTO definitely looking strong so far here. Speaking of which...
Go for it, sorry.
VeGiTO on the tough part that we saw BenooB struggling on last match. Takes the shot, no problem at all. Dodges with the countdown, and then head bumps, gets too good of a lift jump. And I can hear you laughing in the background then, and fill us in.
So, maybe while you were just going through your instant replay, LockPick was showing signs of not knowing what to do in the room where you have to hit the button and that little platform comes out of the wall.
Yep.
He clearly knew where to jump to get out of the room, but he didn't know that there was a button to press. And as he was walking around the room investigating, he fell down one of those tiny little hexagons and had the suicide.
Amazing.
But it wouldn't surprise me, and maybe he can get a bit of a filler here, where he's meant to go, what he's meant to do, but he does not know. He's looking at this shot.
Seemingly very confused here.
Yeah, I mean, he knows where to go to get out, but he just doesn't know how to activate that. So, yeah.
Oh, he's figured it out. Some high-level IQ stuff here. Oh, never mind.
Oh, but did he... Yeah, you know... Okay, he's worked it out.
Yeah, he's worked it out, but VeGiTO is missing the sequence. I don't know, it's going to be too late, right? Yeah, it's too late, and VeGiTO just jumps in. Very, very stupid play there by VeGiTO.
And the LockPick coming up again now.
Let's see how he approaches it this time. Hits the shot, no problem. Let's see how the lift jump treats him. And no! Again, too good of a lift jump. Yeah, so VeGiTO looking set to take his own map here, basic. Yeah, I don't even think there's any chance for LockPick to recover from this one. So, yeah, very impressive stuff so far from VeGiTO. Just a few mistakes, but, you know, capping it when it counts, especially compared to last game where we saw this played.
Yeah, and it just shows, you know, practice makes perfect. I mean, we saw LoSaH earlier having real difficulties on this map, and even for LockPick, you know, it's just one of those maps that you have to know. Quite a lot of fun just going for the risky strats, and you know, if you always play at the same old safety strats way, okay, that may give you more chance of getting a win, but it makes it for the players sometimes a little bit less exciting. So LockPick seems to be one of those players. He likes to find optimizations, and
oh, VeGiTO. What is he doing? What the fuck is he doing? He presses the button, has a smoke of his cigar, dodges, and the door closes on him. Is that Portuguese internet or brain lag? Or I'm not sure what I've seen here, but yeah, I mean, I think the safer route would just be landing there and taking the health and just falling down afterwards. That seems like the more risky way, so... There you go. VeGiTO, despite that mistake in the flag room, taking the map.
It's about to start. Here we go.
Awesome. Let's get the action underway. So here, again, we're expecting LockPick probably to be the quicker player. Oh, VeGiTO taking an early death there.
Absolutely, and you know, LockPick with a real head start here now, and you know, not a player that you want to fall behind to.
He knows roughly where his timer was, so he knows what... Oh! VeGiTO macroing off the side of the edge. So LockPick with a commanding lead here, getting to the part that a lot of players have struggled with. He does make it in time. You do need to be quick there, and he has done that. And yeah, looking very set for his first cap here, LockPick.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, match of two halves. And you know, Contaminant here. I think he's going to go for what time is this? 1 minute 29. That is very, very respectable time, and he's going to have to rely on probably a couple of LockPick deaths in order to make a comeback here.
Yeah, either a couple of small ones at the start or a bigger one, you know, in the outside area where VeGiTO is now. He does make it successfully, so this is basically guaranteed him the cap unless he does crater here, as Nin has done previously, but no, VeGiTO getting through it without any problems.
There is no evidence or footage of that though, so you know I'm just gonna
play it off.
Yeah. Despite the self roast that I did earlier.
He's going to get his second cap in without any problems. But let's see how he approaches it. Hits the button. Makes the dodge. Jumps over. Lines up. Oh, and he misses it! He's cratered as well! LockPick. Yeah. Huge mistake there. Off the top. Just taking too much time to line up his dodge there. And he's cratered. Advantage VeGiTO. Yeah. And he makes it. He does get the clip on the edge, which is always a scary thing to see, but it doesn't face him. And looks like VeGiTO is going to get his second cap in here.
Yeah, indeed. And that's the way that we saw noaction doing it. And in the previous match, and we saw him die twice to that technique. VeGiTO so far not taking a death using that technique, but it's definitely riskier.
Yeah, LockPick approaching the part where he died. So he's not too far behind VeGiTO, taking an early death, giving LockPick, you know, those valuable seconds that he needs to be able to catch up. And if we see any more deaths from VeGiTO from this point on, it's going to be a very, very close match for that third cap.
Yeah, indeed. And you know, LockPick is going to have to rely on another death from VeGiTO because there's only 5 seconds in their cap times at the moment. 6 seconds now with that 128 from LockPick. So, you know, he is definitely more than 6 seconds behind. So VeGiTO has to die in order for LockPick to have a chance.
Yeah, based on their timers, when LockPick spawned, he was 19 seconds behind VeGiTO. And we can make that 35 now.
Well, I'm gonna make maybe this is a meme now, but a super call, which is after your amazing prediction of what MF did in his map. I have a feeling VeGiTO could die here.
He's gonna clip against the rail. Oh, he does clip, but he makes it, and only one real place to die from now. VeGiTO match point to go to the quarterfinals. Just has to make this, and he does. Takes it extra safe, and this one's done and dusted.
Wow. Yeah, GG. Oh, he's
bit of BM there. In the end, we respect it. If it's the Portuguese, we can take it. And there we have it. A 134 from VeGiTO, the slower player, but seemingly the more stable player. LockPick with a 128, but 4 deaths, 3 deaths for VeGiTO. 2 early ones, 1 a bit later on in the map. And LockPick really threw away his advantage in that. And as a result, VeGiTO's taking this one home.